Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. Upper right hand corner, we have Kudos, aka Kaidos, or Kaido, in the upper right hand corner. Starting as the yellow Zerg, bottom right hand corner, we have Zesky starting as the blue Terran. Kaido very, very strong. Unless there's another guy who looks exactly like Kaido, and then who is also named Kudos. This is a problem with not being top on the ladder. I suppose that's possible, but I'm pretty sure Kaido just swapped his name to Kudos. Very, very strong Zerg. I do have a bone to pick with the community, which is I really wanted to cast with him again, and I feel like he felt a little bit shy to do it this time because of the community giving him a hard time about it last time. I actually thought his casting style was fine, and I don't feel like I did a good job of supporting him at the New York LAN, so I wanted a second shot. I was kind of excited to do it, but not going to get that opportunity because of the harassment. So feel bad about yourself, community, in that regard, the people who harass Kaidos. I wanted to see him do it again, or Kudos in this instance. One of the stronger Zerg here. Zesky starting with an 8 Rax bottom right hand corner, by the way. Which has become... It's funny, in the finals, I actually said that this wasn't cheese. Which... It's weird to come up with like the definition of cheese at various points in time. But let's talk about Zesky first. Zesky came all the way from Australia and participated in both Chatland and this tournament. But it shows you the passion. He's got some crazy APM. He's definitely the underdog versus Kudos here. I'm going to try to say Kudos since that is the name swap instead of Kaido. But I'm gonna have to stop myself. It's challenging sometimes when players shift their name like this. But I feel like it's one of those things with 8 Racks these days. The reason I don't call it cheese anymore is because I feel like it is in the Terran tool belt as a standard opener, like the 12 Nexus is for Protoss. That is why I would no longer call it cheese. And so I feel like Zerg have come to the point where they expect it, if that makes any sense, as far as the general build order, and also adjust their scouting timing to try to spot for it, and generally have kind of figured out, okay, this is what I want to do to counter it. So that's why I guess I would less categorize it as cheese. But the barracks, or the barracks has been spotted, the Marine on its way as well. An additional supply depot, kind of in the... That's an interesting supply depot placement. I don't think that is Ling tight. Yeah, I don't think that's Ling tight. We'll have to see, but it could be that Zesky wants to, if he bails out of this, wants to readjust the barracks positioning on the front. In the meantime, SCV went check the main, got the gas timing, and we got a spawning pool building as well, but that meant he wasn't building the bunker. So now that bunker, building alongside, you got a Marine there. A little bit of a late pull here from Kaido, but now he's moving out with the initial drones, and a nice bit of micro there from Zesky. Is still going to end up losing one of the Marines, but might get one of these guys in. And so these 3 drones making their way out to go ahead and engage the Marines that are, and you got a SCV drone versus Marine fight. Some nice damage there. 1 drone taken out. However, we do have some Zerglings being built in the meantime. So we got 2 drones. So this actually looks like it might, we'll see if we get a 3rd drone out of this. I feel like 3 or 4 drones and a good amount of Zerglings, you start feeling confident about. This is excellent bunker positioning all of a sudden, although it doesn't have the best vision to the high ground. 2 SCVs there. Kaido gathering up the Zerglings in the meantime, and it looks like Zesky has already plopped down his command center in the midst of this. Drone still trying to get some damage done on the Marine to follow. And Kaido grouping up the Zerglings briefly, wants to make sure he has sufficient amounts. The SCV wandering in, which was a huge mistake right there, because now you're going to have less to repair, actually. And Kaido moving out, the SCV missing, attacking the Zergling instead of repairing the bunker, so that's going to fall much earlier than normal. And because those Marines were damaged so heavily earlier, they just get completely wiped out. Zesky with a nice micro beat right there, shifting right back to go ahead and make his way up to get the scout. So Kaido's initial economy certainly humbled a bit. Hobbled's the word I'm looking for, actually. SCV gets wiped out. You does see the layer timing, however. The Zerglings streaming towards this natural expansion. I believe this is an open gap here. We got no bunker otherwise, so Zesky could be in trouble. He's already pulled some SCVs to try to help defend the low ground. This is where I wonder about this front door seal. So the Zerglings making their way around, getting pretty good surround on the Marines immediately. Some nice micro. Zesky trying to step back, but not able to. All the Marines getting wiped out. And so Zesky, after a good start, having a delayed command center and more just these Zerglings wreaking havoc now in the main. And this is going to leave very, very few Marines to deal with a potential follow-up Mutalisk play. And GG there from Zesky with Zergling speed kicking online and a slew of Zerglings making their way to the SCV line. Kaido showing, so Zesky actually showing some good stuff there, but Kaido showing why he's such a ferocious opponent with some amazing Zergling micro. We'll move on to game 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening.